any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 19. Check 45. Got you. I got you, son. I got you.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gore. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike 5-4. They're going to need some therapy after this.
From the 38, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. Hey, check. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
58, the money. Bring it. Bring it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
45.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You go.
Allen gonna throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete.
Complete to Robert Foster. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Round 80. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Alert.
On play action, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gore. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
45. Pick it up,
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Ready? Drop deep, drop deep. Got double tight. Double tight.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45.
Now it's Gore. William Golston in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Got to do better.
On 2nd and 9. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Jones. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem from me.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Hey, man, move it. You got to get that. At 58 is a mic. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to Ronald Jones. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Winston now. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It's caught. Jones. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Winston. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Star Lotulelei. providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's checking it out.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Down 80. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Round 80. Mike, 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston steps away to his left. And Winston lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got Gore. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Winston. Being chased out left. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? Blue way. Mike, 49. Green, triple C. Get him. Green, triple C. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Lotulelei able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To return is Roberts. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Singletary again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Allen going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, Jones. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
4th down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Kill. Turn up. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Winston going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.